welcome to In the Kitchen. I'm Evan Hill, here with owner of Wok Chow, Tim Joseph, and today we are making pork wontons.
Thanks, Evan. You know, pork wontons are one of my favorite snacks to eat. They're easy to make at home, and you can eat them before an entree, or it can be your main course. Plus, there's no rules about what you put in them. You can make shrimp wontons, chicken wontons, but today we're going to make pork wontons.
Do you want to tell us just basically what the finished product will look like?
Sure, it's going to be a big bowl of hot, steamy soup.
Okay.
All right, ready to get going?
Yeah.
All right, I've got a mixing bowl, and in the mixing bowl we need to, of course, put our pork. So I've got about a half pound of ground pork.
All right.
I just bought this at the local grocery store. No reason to grind it up yourself unless you really want to get crazy.
I like to get crazy sometimes, but not with ground pork. I'm not that crazy.
All right, so we need to add a lot of ingredients to this just to give it extra flavor. So we're going to start with some green onion. There'll be a full recipe online there where you can check that out. I've got a little head of baby bok choy here. So we're just going to add that right into the ground pork.
All right, what do we have here?
All right, so what I'm doing is just peeling some fresh ginger root.
Oh, that's good stuff. It's dangerous, though.
Well, I've heard it's dangerous, but why is that?
Well, you can get gingivitis. That's how you get that.
So if you eat too much of it, you get gingivitis?
If you handle it with your hands as well, I think. I'm not sure exactly how it works.
Got it.
I'm not a doctor, but... What's next? Ground black pepper?
You got it. We're going to add some ground black pepper. We've got a little bit of sesame oil. Sesame adds so much flavor to any kind of Asian cooking. A little bit of soy sauce. We're just going to go ahead and put one egg in there.
Oh, I like how you cracked that with one.
All right.
So is it time to get dirty?
You got it. We're going to mix all these ingredients up. So we got some egg roll wrappers or wonton wrappers here. You can buy those at the store. I'd say, what are those? About 3 by 3 inches?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe 4, something like that. We've got our mix here. We're just going to scoop some up and set it right in the middle of the wrapper.
Okay. The chopsticks work best for that, or you just...
Well, we're cooking Asian food, so there's no other utensil to use.
Right, exactly.
Chopstick is the utensil.
You have to be authentic the whole way.
You got it. We've got a little bit of water. We're just going to dab the edges of this here.
Why do you put the water around the edges there?
It's going to seal it tight. We don't want our filling leaking out.
I gotcha.
Then we're just going to fold this over just like that and connect the corner together. And make sure all the stuffing kind of stays right down there.
So these are almost, looks a little bit like raviolis.
You got it. So there's our first wonton. And
it's just going to stay together like that? And
yeah, it just stays together. When it's time to cook it, we're going to stick it in water, and you'll see that in just 1 second.
Okay, cool.
All right, so our wontons have turned white. They've started to swell up. What we want to do is really spice this up a little bit. So let's add a little bit of shrimp and chicken. We'll just drain our wontons. And now for the soup, our chicken broth. Alright, our broth is boiling, so I'm going to go ahead and add our wonton. I've got fresh mushrooms, a little bit of that baby bok choy, and some spinach. Once we add that, it doesn't take much time to cook. Alright, and we're just going to put the soup right in the bowl. We're all finished.
That smells good.
And then we can garnish maybe a little bit of cilantro just for fun, and just a little dash of sesame oil there for that added flavor.
Oh, that's good.
And as you can see, something that's super easy to make, super delicious, is our wonton soup.
Well, I believe that concludes this first edition of In the Kitchen at Wok Chow. I think it's a success. The soup looks delicious. It smells delicious. I believe it's time to eat, so I'm going to have to shut off these cameras and get down to business.